will speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry.
For a while now, we've been told it's coming, and now it is officially here. Human microchip.
It just all seems a little too weird to me.
It's like a movie. There's coming a time when every person will be required to receive a mark or a number, without which you will not be able to fly in a commercial aircraft, enter a federal building, drive a car, open a bank account, receive health care, or hold a job. The technology is already in place. It is happening right now.
I mean, if I don't want to have a cell phone, I can throw it away. If I don't want GPS in my car, I can get rid of it. Once they want to implant you in it, and there's no more money, there's no more cash, and you're in a cashless society, you have to have that if you want to buy food.
The microchips utilize radio frequency identification, also known as R.F.I.D technology, which can identify nearby electronically stored information through electromagnetic fields, similar to mobile payment systems. The microchips will be able to open doors, buy snacks, log into computers, and use office equipment like coffee machines. The company CEO Todd Westby said in a statement, "We see this as another payment and identification option that not only can be used in our markets, but other self-checkout, self-service applications that we are now deploying, which include convenience stores and fitness centers." Think about 30 years ago, if you had heard microchip, human thing, implant.
It's kind of crazy to think about, though, at some point, if you could just walk into a store and all of a sudden they could have your identification and they could have all that information by walking through a scanner.
This is the mark of the beast.
Can you give us a picture of what could potentially happen if human beings start getting connected to the Internet of Things? Because that's where it's going, right? People, it's probably going to people being chipped so they can be tracked or monitored or connected. Can you give us a picture of potentially what that would be like?
The future that technology is looking at is ability not to carry any gadgets anymore. Okay. Ability not to transact on any platform. So instead of you looking for a platform to transact, you are the platform. Are there health consequences to this? Of course. Are there going to be a lot of people having health issues relating to this? Of course. Will there be a lot of surgeries where we need to have data being implants beyond the SIM card that you have? Of course. Most organizations offering services right now, instead of having the services online, we now need to find a way to have the services in-chipped within the SIM card that you have in your body. So that means if I'm transacting anything with you, I need to find a way to ensure that that module can be included on the in your body. I'm very sure you saw at the mobile conference where Bill Gates, they couldn't allow a lot of videos to be shared and all that. You can see that people are using their body to authenticate when they buy something. That is where it is going.
The projections that we have for RFID, especially through one of Cisco's statements that we'll have 50 billion devices connected to the internet in the future. Using IP version 6, the RFID devices will be able to carry an individual IP address. So think about every object as if it was connected to the internet with its own ability to be triggered or to be pinged and to be monitored. So what happens when the take-up of RFID is so huge? What happens when we believe that everyday products will be interconnected? We'll have furniture, apparel, cars, dogs and cats, which we already have chipped. Everything will be chipped. I guess the human is the lowest common denominator of which I guess the whole world revolves. You know, we often ask or tell people, do you think the world revolves around you? Well, I think in the Internet of Things concept, the world will revolve around people. It's what humans will do, how they will interact with machines, how they will interact with their clothing, how they will interact with ATMs, automatic teller machines, if we have them still in the future, probably they won't look like they'll be dispensing cash. I'm sure it'll be cashless. Already there are people talking about if we introduced implants into each individual, wouldn't that reduce the carbon footprint?
I'm Austin Prey, Senior Reporter here at Payments. Joining me today is Mark Hopkins, the Vice President of Strategic Relations at eComplish. Thanks for joining us today, Mark.
Good afternoon. Thanks for having me.
It's an exciting conversation. We're here to talk about, bio e-wallets, biometric payments, bio payments, kind of, the way that as payments go digital, authentication is getting, literally more organic. And so kind of diving into that, from your perspective, what is the current state of biometric authentication for payments? How has the landscape changed today versus maybe where it was, 3-5 years ago?
Okay. Well, unfortunately, but it's not a huge thing at this stage. Biometric authentication is not being done now. This is the future of payments, and payments acceptance is using your eyes, facial recognition, or fingerprints to do an authentication for making a payment. Now, the key words is for payments.